everyone, this is Fantastic Worlds, welcome you back to Lovecraft Country and Cultist Simulator, the Ghoul DLC tips and tricks, and we are barreling in on the final episode, I believe, because while we were between episodes, I did a little grinding, and we finally have the last site that we will need for the Ghoul, the Fort Garrick. Garrick? Anyways, a Caribbean fort that was put up by the Spanish, or the Hidden Empire, if you go with the background of this one, because of course all empires are merely tools for shadowy elite. I'm not entirely sure if I'm just talking about the game there, but in any case, we have of course gotten 8 of the 9 major memories that we will need in order to be able to complete the game. The 9th one will be from what's called the True Blood. What's it called? The True Blood of Saint Generis. So, which is a 12-point ingredient for the heart. But in any case, it's also, since it's blood, something that we'll eat, because we have a very wide palate, this sort of thing. In the meantime, however, let's get some conventional stuff dealt with. And you can see the cops have still actually deciding not to play with me anymore after I've eaten 7 of them. Okay. I know, got a sweet tooth for them apparently. And let's see. Oosh, Book of the White Cat. Yeah, I'm not touching these, by the way, because I happen to know that at least one of them has a dread card in them. And I don't really need any additional lore to win the game, so hey, I could probably even sell them if I want to, but oh my god, I could just sell the ingredients and make a lot of cash, or just keep doing this thing. I mean, cash is really not the issue at this point. We've got 68 coins, so funds, whatever you want to call them. I usually consider them about 2 weeks worth of life expenses. Every cycle seems about 2 weeks for me. Anyway, so let's see. I don't think we really need to do anything else. We don't need additional material from the Dream Realm. We don't need to study particularly hard. And if we keep these 2 open, we can be ready to grab a corpse if necessary. In fact, we probably should. Where is it? Where is my desire card? Where did I? Oof. Gonna be. Oh. No wonder, it's right here. Let's get that knocked out. Starting off on normal speed as per usual, because, you know, these things tend to be like a little bit of warm up. I've got the coffee as per usual. Okay, that's it. I can't handle this space. Right then, let's go find a graveyard. Alright, so, and yeah, we don't really have anything we want to say to Miss Naina and our one other patron back there hasn't quite recycled themselves, so to speak. Dread Trap active, of course. Just don't dread ourselves. All right, so we've got the graveyard plus the mystique in that one. We don't, however, want to grab a corpse unless we absolutely need to. What is our hunger rate? Do we need to grab a corpse? Never mind. Apparently, I'm short on... Get out there, old man. I'm short on bodies, basically. And, you know, a couple more hunger points and the cultists are going to start looking good to me. So, you know, we don't want that to happen. Anyways, so we completed the commission, of course. So if we need to spend that, we will. But again, I'm not really desperate for work, so we'll keep most of the slots open right now. Okay, so right, once we get the body. Anyways, it's time for lunch. Let's see. Per usual, we'll grab the body and our desire and have some fun. Now, I wonder, we'll see whether we're going to sell this to a human or to Miss Naina, the memory that we get out of it, because we always get at least something. And there we go. There's our delightful... Oh, right. Come on, guys. Don't threaten me with a good time. We'll use the fleeting reminiscence for a quick fund, just so we can use it up. Waste not, want not. Aha, some unlucky detective has decided to stand up. Something profitable. Ooh. Now, profitable is interesting because I can use it with Miss Naina to get a fund, a jumble, or an iron spintrap. Those are pretty good. But if I do it with a human, we get to like invest in the stock market and make more money, even though we'll make a mystique, which again is not really an issue at this point. This guy really wants to play games with me. Hey, we all have to make our own path in life, and sometimes the choices we make them extremely shorter. Okay, so, hello, Frank. Oops, gotta put the... Actually, Frank, you go here, and we will grab the lore. Summon our favorite assassin. And we'll keep the top one open just in case. Okay, so, let's see. Now, the something profitable one will have to wait, of course, until that. We have plenty of time to finish off that. But why we're doing this, because I'm not really worried about the consequences. Now, if I still had detectives to work the bureau to work about, I'd probably delay this, but the Fort Garrick expedition has to be completed. Now, the Fort Garrick is kind of interesting. It's one of those large ones that you can do quickly if you have all the right scenarios. Now, the Maid in the Mirror is actually going to be a positive asset to that. So, I'm going to try to cheat my way out of this again. All right, so you two dudes, they're just one dude, actually. Let's see if we can get away with just one fund. And yeah, start us on the road, because the first challenge for most of the isles is, of course, going to be the Western Sea, which is... Oh, hello. Wait, she's not up yet, so I guess we just have to deal with you for a moment. I'm not going to send anybody I really care about. I mean, Demigoddess, I'm not saying I didn't like her, it's just that, you know, she's immortal. So, not going to see a lot. Alright, this is just dragging me back. Let's do some exercise to get a vitality. Right then, the expedition continues. Now it wants cash, or I can just sell Ludlow. That brings it up to the 10 forge I'll need to cross the sea. As you can see, got the challenges here. The Western Sea, which is going to be Heart or Forge. It's got the Fretful Dead, which, you know, hey, a Demigoddess of Death might be useful for that one, eh? And the Warded Door, which is Forge or Knock. Of course, if we just spend 2 Forge guys into it, they've got 2 of the 3 challenges at a 90% rant already. Right then, let's go. Still got 1 hunger card. I'll deal with that later. Okay, so, right. Oh, no. You're giving me trouble, aren't you? Yep, sending it home. Okay, so he lives a little longer. Question to be whether or not we're going to be able to cheat the challenge up. Now, Sailor Surety, yep, there's a 90% chance. Do we send in our Necromancers? Or do we send in our Edge people? Now, of the 2, again, since I don't have the 3rd one, it's equal chance, and frankly, Edge is less useful in a lot of ways. So, we're sending you in, Rose. You've kind of been sitting in the sidelines for most of the time, so we might as well get you something to do. I mean, have you done anything this entire game? Well, that's the thing about the Ghoul run. It's not really a heavy offensive one, unless, of course, like me, you decide you're going to wipe out the entire Suppression Bureau for entertainment purposes. Okay, so, right then. I'll have that back in a jiffy. Yeah, there's the chilling atmosphere we're going to have to worry about, but I'll have another vitality, ironically. You know what? Okay, so, Frank, I'm going to give you a second shot here. Maybe this is the one you want to use. Influence. No, that wasn't it. It's the other one. No, there it is. Right, this one. Usually it burns off lore, but since I've got him the way he is, and I have the 8-point tool, I can just summon rags without even using lore, which is awesome. Alright, you do it right this time, okay, dude? Alright, so first things first. Now, 2 vitality. That makes it a lot easier, because this one's still got 54 seconds before it becomes something else, which means I can wait for that one and use this vitality to cancel out the sickness card. Right then. Alright, so yeah, we must be close. Oh gods, we failed. You know, it's probably going to cost us another fund. Something I can afford. Oh my god, I got hungry again. Ugh, and I can't use the graveyard. Can use other scenarios, however. Do I want to risk sending out one of my winter people since, oh god, somebody's wounded. Alright, Tristan. Okay. That means we have to send in Valicia to make up for it, because she's the only other one of the 5. Again, this is why I like to send out the ones that have 3 rather than 2 people. And in 5 seconds, we'll begin the healing process for Tristan, who of course will become stronger as a result. Come on, guys. Alright, so... Not only am my hunger rising, not only do I have this dude with a broken leg. There we go. Use a fund to heal you. Got plenty of those. Alright, Tristan, my dude, I do excellent health care for my cultists. I don't consider any of you guys disposable, except for Salva. I don't like him. Anyways, so where are we in this? Ah, that was it. I knew I'd forgotten something. And that's noticed because I didn't use the lore over here, I have it accessible for this. That's the thing, you learn these little tricks. It's better to keep out lore than tools. Tools have less use. If you can use a tool without using a lore, like I just did there, for this sort of incantation, it's much better. And there we go. 6-point influence. I could use that to summon another being for entertainment purposes, which will only become another vitality. I mean, it's tempting. Boom. There we go. Now, the problem is I cannot, so long as I'm doing healing here, set up this assassination attempt. Can, however, if I'm really feeling up to it, throw this in with Frank and summon a Thunderskin, just so we don't have to waste it. You never know. You might need 2 spirits of assassination purposes for assassination purposes. Oh, we failed. And we got a dread too. This sucks. Alright. Dreads like this. The dread trap is not coming up, but we have another sickness card. So hey, we failed our first expedition. So, of course, well, you know what to do. Once you do this, you try again. So, but in the meantime, since it did fail, let's take advantage of that situation. Take a little hunger off. And for the dread. Well, the thing is about the dread is we're going to need a happiness card to do so, and our usual way of generating that is just to get drunk. All right, we'll get rid of that since I've already set up this to do something else. She'll be fine for the moment. She's got plenty of time. Okay, so right, and we really should be using up this thing. All right, so I've gotten way too many brands in the fire, or in the case of the Maid the Mirror, in the ice pit, but we will progress. Okay, so first things first. All right, so we have the body. So lunch is served. There we are. Bye. Lunch is served. And it's you. Boom. Alright. Okay, we've got the contentment down. Now we get rid of that. And we can use that for one fund with our medium card, which is great. Okay, so let's heal him. Now we can finally begin the assassination attempt. What are you, Tristan? 5 and 2. Knock. Ooh, well, you know, if I could gift you with 1, make you a 6, make you able to summon at will. A Kalenge, the one we did last episode, but it's not really super important. Okay, so assassination. I always want to keep remembering where that is on your to-do agenda. And once this is done, yeah, we'll probably want it. We can feast on another one. What do you say? Let's just have a snacky day. Okay, where's the graveyard? All right, cool. It's always fun when you don't have to worry about the law. Then, of course, you can do anything you want to anyone you want to. Which, unfortunately, we're seeing kind of the real world too often. But hey, this is the world we're in right now. Okay. Right then. So we've got that, but we're going to need a vitality a bit quicker than that. So we'll pump one out by doing and get a fund for it. Yeah. Worried about this. Looks like it's going to fall apart soon if I don't do anything. All right. Something menacing. Ooh. We'll keep that one. Now, right. We'll keep this one open for lunch, which we're going to do right now. Okay. So, again, lunch. I think we've become a complete lush when it comes to this sort of thing. Now, again, we're going to have to tackle Fort Garrick. It's okay. So, now, sending him out again would be okay. I mean, he takes one particular wound and 3 types of wounds. So, he literally, on average, has to be wounded 4 more times before you're going to do anything. But, again, there's no reason not to just send out somebody else in case you think you might be issues. We don't need that knock because we're going to be using the Maid in the Mirror's ability. So we're going to be using the Forge ability to open the door. I've never actually used the knock people for this sort of thing. I probably could this run since I've got Frank up and running because then, you know, it's not just risky, but I just feel protective about them. The Enid just sees things constantly. No, they both just constantly see things from other sides of the dimension, and just sending them out of the house just seems too much. I mean, I respect that they probably need the time off. Probably got this like, okay, so expedition continues, so we can send in Valicia, since she's the other unwounded one. Oh, send another follower. Back up to 10 when it comes to the Forge. Oh god, something joyful. Memories are stacking up here. Alright. First, we don't want to lose to something profitable, for sure. I mean, I probably could live without it, but we're not going to. The sickness one will need that vitality in a bit, so I'll grab the medium card, drop in the one that's about to decay here, and boom. They'll pay well. Yes, we're getting stock tips from the dead, but in this game that actually works. Wow. Okay, so yeah, it's got a lot of work for our medium to do. Oh, look, another body. Gonna have to eat that one too. I mean, we can't let the evidence just accumulate. Okay, body. Yep, our all pork diet has presumed. Okay. Okay, once that. Okay, we'll start the Maid in the Mirror of the expedition because again, she'll be able to command the dead quite well. Alright, so we have the affliction, we have the vitality, we throw that into place. Oh gods. We're gonna have another one soon? Okay, fine. Have you actually seen the Return of the Living Dead film? The one where they devour an entire crew that's with the... okay, so you go in there. if our entire ambulance crew, and then when they broadcast in, since the zombies can talk in that game, they said send more paramedics, because they want to eat more paramedics. So this is essentially what the cops and I have become, you know what I mean? Send more cops. Yum yum. Alright. God, some memories are just keep coming. Alright, which one's the... I think, yeah, this one's, I think, is the one's about to decay first, so we'll throw it in. Yes, I'm about to go on a blitz for the medium card. Now, there's something joyful. Got 2 of them. You know what? Let's just let her have it. You know what I mean? We're gonna have to kill another cop soon, so... Do I have to summon another maid, though? If I don't move her out, right? Since I'm gonna need her for assassination purposes, I'm guessing we'll send Rose in again. This time, try not to screw it up, Rose. Cemetery's down and out, but I have bodies galore. Alright, so the weary detective is of course back, and we will begin assassination once we're done talking to Miss Naina, and there's something joyful. Alright, have we done this one? Just want to make sure. Miss Naina says nothing, but all the way home there is a tune in my head that leaves me thinking of her. Oh, pulsing airs, they're in love. You know, that's actually kind of appropriate, though. You're replicating the whole goddess consort thing with the maid in the mirror and the ghoul. You know what I mean? They're going to be together. One of them's going to be eating, providing the memories. She's going to be accepting them and making the ghoul's life happier. I just think, I love, you know, wedded bliss. Okay, so what do we got? Mystique goes here. You, dead again, right? Okay, so, right. There's going to be a traffic cop left in London by the time we're done. Alright, something menacing. That'll give me a dread card as well. I do not have a dread trap coming, so I am perfectly fine. And boom. Okay, so don't think we're doing anything with this right now. Deep breath. Alright, so yeah, there goes another vitality. So cool. Well, just kind of adding up. Right then. Alright, so now we have what we need here. We've got... Oh, no, sorry. Whoops, I don't have the maiden here. So what we need to put eldritch in here to get the 10 edge. Now, they'll be fighting off the dead, so essentially they'll be fighting off zombies, which, you know, in of itself would be an entirely different game, which is kind of cool if you think about it. I mean, I've already begun games that are budding off the Cultist Simulator. Now, one of the comments from the recently was about other games that have the same vibe, and I gave them a couple of games like Darkest Dungeon and Other Side, which are strategy-style games with this sort of cosmic horror / gothic feel, but there literally is nothing like this game out there. I mean, and that's the reason why it's just going to keep breeding. They even have now a rule-light tabletop game, which an actual how do I put this? LARPing's not the quite word. Tabletop, but with props. That's usually how to put it. Kind of like those murder mystery things, but in this case, it's wow. I looked at some of the rules for it. It's like, oh god, I'll probably have to look at it myself sometime. Let's see. We'll use one of those funds to get like happy, or better yet, let's just use the Sunset Rite to get rid of it like usual. Since we don't need Frank for this one, Neville can actually do something with his life, and we'll get another Thunderskin, because those tend to be the easiest to work with. God, I'm going to have my own collection. Alright, so who's next? God, more vitality. You know, at the end of the game, I just feel like the game's like saying, alright, fool, you've done so well. This isn't going to be so hard. Okay, vitality. Oh, God, we screwed it up again? What the hell is going on with this one? Alright, so let's just not play whatsoever. Okay. Let's do the usual. Get to pay more attention to this. I'm getting a little ahead of myself and dealing with everything else. I think the problem with this game, there's just so much going on that unless you're really careful, you're going to get kind of bushwhacked, even in positive ways. Ah, we have a prisoner. Cool. I'll probably wait until... How much's my hunger again? No hunger. Alright, so yeah, we'll keep him in the fridge for the moment. Gods, look at it. Like, everybody knows I'm doing bad things, and everybody's too scared to do anything about it. Gods. I am the bad guy. I am the supervillain. Oh my god, I got another dread card? Wow. Okay, kind of wish Miss Naina would take care of dread cards. That would make it considerably too easy. On the other hand, we could just take what Providence gives us. Hey, if the cards are going to work for me at any particular point, I'll accept it. Alright, so, you, in there. Consume funds, add funds, or it gets another follower. So I think what's happened is that I accidentally didn't realize there's one of those that only will accept followers. Rebellious spirit. We only accept funds, not followers. So that's probably what I did accidentally, is I threw in a follower. I've done that a couple of times because the flavor text is almost identical. There you go. What do we got left? 167 seconds. You know what? Unfortunately, the work card is doing a lot of work, haha. So let's just let her have it. She's lonely. Just if you'd be lonely too if you're just sitting in a painting. Okay, so right. Okay, time to toss in the pawns. Just in case the fretful dead takes somebody out. That was the thing. We don't want anyone significant to be actually hurt in any way. Yes, my faithless minions are not called significant. They will learn to live with this. I mean, look at Frank. Frank got a name, guys. Be like Frank. Be ambitious. Alright, so just to let you know, by the way, this is the new connection. You know, I was complaining about the connections before, and it's just doing awesome. Oh, I forgot to look at the Taylor text. Oh, well. I'll just have to give her something else. Ah, my love. My love is a painting. A pale white painting. Alright, so we actually passed that one, which is awesome. I like the fact that I've got 2 pilots, a minion, and a death goddess on board that ship. Which means the conversation must be awkward most times. Okay, so what are we looking at? Hey, what do you know? More and more and more. Reminds me, do I need any bodies? Don't think so. Right then, let's make sure. I'll consume funds. I can add, or another follower. Okay, so this one I can still get away with another follower. And I will do so. By throwing you in. Ish. I'm guessing my crew is, like, seasick a lot. That's one of the reasons we keep failing this. Alright. So, next. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we're just going to be tossing the fleeting reminiscences in for the funds at this point. At this point, I think I've got my own 900 number is not a thing anymore. I have my own YouTube channel when it comes to doing predictions and such. The dead circle the area of frayed dreams. The very air around us is chilled winter's shadow. They must recognize that. Excellent. But just in case the zombies take anybody, I want it to be you. Okay? You've got red. You be the red shirt. Right then. All of it just adding up. Deep breath. Don't have anything to work at the moment. I suppose I could get another commission. Just in case. I feel like doing some actual work. Alright, cool. You want Forge. I can do Forge. And a couple reason cards. Yeah, you don't want your skills to get too rusty. Alright. Right then. Wrath of the Dead, or more like wind in the flesh, but it doesn't underestimate the wind. Oh, good God. How? 13 edge and you get the 10% fail. Ugh. At least I have minions. Take the hit, red shirt. Actually become, oh God, another lamb to the slaughter. I wonder if I'll have 2 prisoners at the same time, which is kind of cool. Kind of a reunion. Alright, so, logistical difficulties. So we fail that and they want more funds. That's what I screwed up before. Now it's also random, which means it doesn't happen every time. Don't know if the larger ones are kind of doing that. Don't know. Now we've got the vitality going. This is just for something for the cart, for the thing to do. If we have a larger one, we'll decay into. Oh, there you are. However, my assassin is busy at the moment. Do I have to summon another one? God, can I manage to have another one? I think so. I think we're cool. Frank up in front and center. All right, where we are? Aha, there we are. Frank. And the bondage instrument. Those Romans got up to wacky stuff. Right then. Alright, so we're basically diving in on the dead again, and I'm throwing in another minion. It's their minions. They're zombies, guys. You should have this down. Okay. Alright, nope. Still going? Yep. Alright, so yeah, we hacked them to pieces. Or was that the... Could have been the winter that time. Right, that's just to store them. Okay. Alright, cool. Our assassin up and running. Second assassin's gonna be a lot of... This is gonna start requiring bookkeeping. Boom. Go. Oh, you know the death goddesses. Oh, more money. Gods. Which of you guys is spending all of this? God, they've gone to a gift shop in the Caribbean. That's the only explanation for any of this. And let's burn that one off. And I'm going to need a body soon. Oh, wait. Shouldn't be too long. And... Okay, so we've got the tin forge, and we don't need to throw anybody else in because the door isn't going to kill anyone unless they're really stupid. And boom. There you go. Alright, so bodies. Let's see. Hey. Ooh, you managed to survive? I'm impressed, but, you know, if you do first, you don't succeed. One hunger, I can wait for you to die. Oh, God, you failed. How do you keep failing these 90% checks? It's, like, amazing to behold. Yep. Send more caps. They've decided rather than quantity, they're going to go with quality. I love it. I've decided the same when it comes to death goddesses. Come on, come on. You know you can do it. Just accept the touch of death. Are we dead? Oh, well, we're captured. I'll accept that. But we got another one. God, they're like midges. Pop one. You just didn't have it. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna try the warded door again. And a hunger card. Ooh, she's becoming irritating. Would you pop off in that cage over there? I'm upset you can't just kill them. I mean, it should be some way of doing that. I mean, you don't have to wait for them to starve to death. It just seems cruel that way. But the only way I can outright kill them, oh thank God we managed to do that, would be if I chose to, are we 2 hunger? Yep. If I in fact chose to, use them for the spider door, but that just eliminates the body. The spider eats them, not me. Which is not fun. Oh my God, what are you doing? Setting me a collection? Here, go in there so your timer doesn't run down. What does a death goddess need with a boat anyways? She must have just met him there. I mean, well, death is everywhere after all. Right then. Vitality, boom. Okay, so where are we? Yes, got the buffet. We're here. Give me a moment and we will have what we need. There we go. Okay, so, right. Here we go. Another notoriety for, God, 4 notoriety. There's a day I'd be worried and concerned about that. Time of Division, which again is another powerful book, which means we probably don't want to touch it. There it is, the True Blood, which is, of course, a remnant. The Thunderskin protected this one they called Janaris against the perils from every past. To this day, his blood keeps dancing, because technically he's still alive. Think about that. When you ask for immortality, think about the details. He's still in there. Well, he was still there. We're going to have lunch soon. All right, so, okay. So let's go devout. Let's decant him, shall we? Bright upon my tongue like copper citrus. Ugh. Okay, will he survive digestion? And if so, in what state? These are the strange questions that this game can stimulate. I want to live forever. I think all the spirits snicker on that one. Yeah, hey, we're the representative of death, so I guess we're finally collecting him. He's probably willing to go at this point. I mean, think about it. How long would you like to be on the inside of a jar? Alright, so we got enough vitality for that one. And you're in there. There we go. Boom. Endless memory. There's a wheel that turns beneath the moon where once it turned beneath the sun. But why only one? Why only two? Ah, this is a reference, by the way, to the wheel, which is the precursor to the moth. You see, in fact, the gods of stone, which I will get to in Lore and Legends at the rate you're unlocking it, the gods of stone preceded it, and when they were overtaken and destroyed by the current set of gods, who are doing a pretty shitty job if you've been paying attention to the meta story, they went into the underworld, which of course is the realm of the moon, which is the realm of the Mensiscant, which is the realm of death, which is where the dead remain waiting for rebirth for the next world. So that is, part of the meta story right there, is the fact that there's also the fact that I think finally this guy dropped dead, so he's probably happy. Now, once we get the work going, we're going to go into what needs to be done about all this, and I'm not going to have lunch, am I? Right. Yep, well, hunger went down one, so I'm not really concerned, but I do need a body soon. Okay, we're going to need a body in a couple of ways, but fortunately we do have a line of cops waiting for us. All right, so if you recall, it does actually tell you what to do. Paint with this memory to bring more awareness. So what we want to do is we want to start painting. So I'm going to start at the bottom here. We grab, of course, our usual imagination card, drop in the passion. Boom. And we're going to paint with this. I'm going to grab just the closest one, the Wilding Memory. Forgotten colors. I remember the colors that are gone from this world. Now, as I said before in earlier episodes, what's happening is we're collecting the essence, the mana, the whatever you want to call it, the life force of the universe itself, which in the terms of Cultist Simulator, due to the various issues going on in the upper realms, has become blunted. In fact, this is the precursor to an apocalypse, as the Forge Apostle end showed that we were blowing up the world or started all over again. But I dare not reproduce them faithfully, even if I could, but I could pay tribute to them if I had canvas worthy of the task. Now, what do you think that is? And 23 seconds. Yeah, we'll have plenty of time. There's the vitality going, and boom. There's the slot. What's the slot want? Prepare the canvas of the Palest painting, which is the end game. So one is the artist or one is the canvas. Today, I am the artist. So take a while and we'll occupy the verb while you're preparing the canvas. Okay. So we would fail normally, except that I already have a body waiting for me here. Boom, that's what we want, the corpse. So yes, we are actually taking this cop, pulling off his skin, mind you, and we are going to be tanning it for leather, which, by the way, is really crappy leather. I mean, when they talk about these books that are like bound in human skin, I'm like, oh, those things are just going to fall apart. It's very thin skin the humans have compared to cows and such. So my thing about that is that you're just going for style when you're doing that, and, hang on. I prefer substance. Use dragon scale, but only naturally harvest scavenge scale. Don't kill the dragon. They poke scales off all the time. All you need to do is, all you need to, let's see, okay. All you really need to do is just hang around the nest and, pick them up and, set up a deal with the dragon too. They're probably going to want to know what's going on with their bits and pieces, considering the type of thing like sympathetic magic that are possible. All right. Remember, source naturally. Boom. Let's see what we're doing. A pale canvas. The preparations must be made in secret in a room that has no windows, but must be extremely well ventilated. Freezer? I think a freezer with the cooling systems off would be quite good if you kept the AC going. Not to mention, it will preserve the corpse longer if you do keep some of it going. All right, cool. Pulsing airs are back, so we got rid of that one. You, of course, are next to get rid of. I'm not trying to get rid of you, mind you. It's just, there's only so long you can take being in the realms of living before your etheric form falls apart. Yeah, seems like the cops, I don't know, I might have actually removed the entire division. Could be like, Frank, Bob, Charles. No, Frank is my guy. Why is roll call so difficult to fill these days? Don't worry, we'll have more food shortly. God, my stomach is just crazy at this point. Apparently, I've got a ice stress eat, apparently. Alright. Chill the atmosphere. Ooh, wait, it's not right yet. Oh, wait, maybe. Yeah, it'll hold together. 2.1 is actually what you're supposed to be using. You just they let you use the vitality. Alright, so, right, graveyard diving time, just in case. How does temperature affect how does temperature affect tanning anyways? Could we run the freezer? Oh, gods. Some poor bastard's gonna... You poor, poor child. Oh, gods. Right then, apparently it's not really going to be an issue. A disinterment. Alright, old man, where are you? Get out there with a shovel. I don't care what your back feels like. Alright. So there's the Mystique. Alright. Here we go. Ooh, look at the glimmering. It is complete. One would never know unless it looks very closely indeed. It would be best if authorities never saw this canvas. Use your memory again to next time you paint, and you'll be able to bring work on the canvas. Okay, the pale canvas. Addition besides the pale canvas and the notoriety. More notoriety. Yeah, you're going to be doing some serious issues with reputation with this game. Now, okay, so wait, that one goes there. Just so we can try to keep it idea which one burns off first. Okay, so that one's going to happen here. We should probably set it up with another assassin just in case. Oops, nope. Use this one. This one. Rank and bondage. Okay, you summon that. Funds are okay, but I should consider actually. Let's see. The poppy. Let's give you yours. Grab another 8 funds just to stop having to think about it for a while. And right. Alright, cool. Another one. We'll get to you in a moment. Wait your turn. And where are we in all of this? Okay, so we'll need to paint there in a moment. In the meantime, Iron Spintra. Cool. Oh, I've got the wrong one. I took the wrong one. Oh, well. Oh, well. There you go. That's the one I think I wanted to collect. Maybe we'll just do all of them. Body in tow. Thank you, old man. Which goes up there. Oh, God. An erudition? Erudition. My God, how did I lapse like that? Oh, I'm so ashamed. Take a snack. And where are we? Okay. Iron Spintra, Silver Spintra, and we've got our auction house option open. There you go. Okay. Now we'll begin painting as soon as we deal with this cop. Yeah, not much dread going on. Another dread trap? Seriously? Alright, so something joyful. Ooh. Sweetie, just for you. Right then, Sun and Rags up and going. 30 seconds, we'll take care of you, copper. Yeah, that's right. And some cash. Might as well just toss in the Spintras, the iron one as well, for a couple more. Okay, so let's try painting again, shall we? Finally get back to what we're supposed to be doing here. At least it doesn't actually reduce our passion, doesn't expend it. So, start. Okay, the wood before it's darkening, its fruits poison green, its carnelian roots. Basically the world tree, and it's pre-material form. In other words, the idea in some cases is that the universe was too toxic for life such as ours to exist in. Only the greater powers such as gods could do so, and they purified it so we could survive into it. Or could be, if you're very Lovecraftian by it, just kind of a side effect. Doesn't matter, we're here now, for good or ill. Alright, so there we go. The pale canvas goes in. The colors that are not black. The wood before it's darkening. Okay, the moth's eyes are merry with hunger. He is hunting. He's hunting the wheel. That's what that memory is of. Now, like I've said before, mythology is sort of... Ooh, looks like I honestly wonder sometimes this is supposed to mean that we made love between the ghoul and the maid in the mirror. Again, you know, it's good to have this sort of relationship with your working partner. If you're going to be around for eternity, that is. Manners are good, but passion is excellent. Okay, so we've got you. Deal with you later. Oh God, another one. Deep breath. I can't believe we're doing this on the skin body of a cop. Anyway, sorry, there we go. The wood before starting with he's hunting. So what we have is the pale canvas and skill. Okay, so essentially what we've done with the pale canvas is it is currently got one color attached to it. The colors that are not black. The wood that is board's darkening. In other words, the world tree in its primordial state, which we'll need to return to when the universe is going. So after the Forge person blows it up, we're setting up one of the people helping set up the plan for what's happening next. Anyways, I have to wait until these passion cards regenerate before doing it again. So we got another 60 seconds or so to amuse ourselves. All right, so go for it. Right, I'm killing a cop. That's probably more amusement for her than Ms. Adams as we're speaking. Right then. They've decided to just torment these poor bastards. We're not going to kill you now. We're just going to leave you in that cage until it's time. Speaking of which, hunger points are at 1. It's not really an issue. Suppose since the graveyard's still operational right now, I can abuse the old man. Come on. I'm hungry. You're coming. Imagine all those promotions that are happening in the Metropolitan Police these days. Yeah, right. The entire bureau's gone. I think most of burglary and homicide are 2, but we have so therefore we're making you a detective inspector. Would you please fill out your next of kin? There we go. Back up to painting. And boom. We want to paint with the Furious Memory. On the bed of dunes beneath a red low sun, a monster wrestles itself while attendants crowd around its flanks. It is flabby and huge, the color of dirty sulfur. That's kind of an indication of an original incarnation of the world serpent, being a bestial being that, since the world it represents the world and the world constantly devours and regenerates itself, is the Ouroboros. So, if you ever thought that was a really cool symbol, just remember it's also a symbol of auto-cannibalism. Okay, something profitable, simply because I'm not going to be using the one on the left here, so she can have it. Wait. Alright, opens up here. Ooh, I was right about it being a serpent. The color 7 coiled. On the dead of dunes, okay. It's fanged, tentacled necks wrestle like kittens. Now, this is one of the things that's kind of interesting, guys. Okay, hang on. Something needs to have happened to my things there. Yeah, okay, we're up and running again. My apologies. Okay, so the thing is about that is one of the earliest known recorded mythology is pre-Mesopotamian, in which the Tiamat, which you may know, by the way, is wrestles with Bahamut, where Bahamut basically manages to subdue her and kill her mate in order to create the physical world. She is described as a great serpent. That is incorrect. The actual description is like this: tentacled necks and fangs, and it cheers to its own flesh. Yeah, that is not a dragon. It is not a serpent. It is an eldritch abomination that makes Cthulhu look like a kitten. Oh wait, it tears at its own flesh, and the blood that flows is golden, which is the color of the glory, which is what the world is made out of. It flops over in a cataclysm of waddled flesh, crushing a knot of attendants, and others scream and cheer. Yes, this is the elements of which the world is made of. Passion and anger and flesh and joy and everything you could possibly imagine that is. Ooh, she got me a... Oh, I forgot to read the... I'm going to have to be more careful about the flavor text. We haven't got much time left, unfortunately, with her before we consummate ourselves for all eternity. There you go. The trinket. Might be able to get some cash from it. We're not exactly, hard up for the cash. Okay. So, where are we? Ah, human corpse, which means I'm going to have to get rid of it even though if I don't have a hunger card. Just cuz. And, well, we can give something to our sweetie. Give me a second. Huh? Oh, my UI is giving me trouble again. I'll take care of it later. But be a note that my chat is currently disabled. I can't actually see it anymore. Okay, restore to default. There we go. Apologies about that. Alright, so took a second there. Anyways, alright, and boom, there we go. We have gotten our second color in. Okay, so right, doesn't have anything additional here, but we have gotten on our Palest canvas the 7 coiled. Cool. All right, so next up, of course, you got to wait for these to come back together, as it were, right now. And, okay, we've got another... something profitable. Right then. Miss Dana's a shrewd. Ooh, she's good with money. Which is actually kind of in character, because a lot of death gods, since they represent the underworld and thus the material wealth of the world, are also gods of wealth, such as Pluto, which is why they call it a plutocracy. Oh, we got a restlessness instead. That is kind of interesting. Anyways, we'll give it to Miss Nina when we're done. Okay, so next up... Oh, we haven't got the passion yet going. Okay, so next up we gotta ditch this again before it becomes a dread. Love you, darling, but you always leave a mess behind. And we got some cash. Oh, we got 2 from that one. It must have been an interesting trinket we were given. Alright, so... Boom, Miss Nina, what do you got? Miss Dana says nothing, but afterwards I find a sovereign in the street. Ooh, which is actually an iron spintra. Excellent. Now ditch the restlessness for me, would you please? Thank you, sweetie. Alright. And, you know. Boom. Okay, so, right, we're going to have a body soon. So we'll have to deal with lunch again. I am just getting her all the treats today. Oops, that one. Oh, gods, the cops, never be hungry again. Anyways, so 7 seconds. And, which is actually 3.5, since we're doing double speed. There we go. No. Try that again. First, this one. No. Ugh. I just wish the AI was better with this. Alright, boom. Okay, we're going to be painting the liminal one. The purple evening sky shot with gold, a forgotten color. Alright, so cool. Next one up. Let's see what that one is. And happy joy. And boom. Ah, excellent. We'll have something for you soon, sweetie. Alright, there goes the canvas. Boom, something menacing, Miss Naina. So as long as we don't have... Right. Oh god, another cop's gonna come for us. Oh no, anything but that. It's running short on the buffet anyways. Means I'll have to interrupt my painting, unfortunately. Sorry, hit the microphone there. Sometimes I listen to this when I do it in reverse, and I'm like, oh my god, how am I making so much noise, even with the filters? And then I remember the filters activate when I talk. Well, it does attempt... Ooh. Forgot the flavor text. Silly me. Put a 6. Yep, I'll have to wait till it becomes a 2 and do the same. Or less. Nope. Huh. Now if I'm going to do that, I definitely need, as you say, gonna need a, oh, there you go, poor bastard. Oh, well, apparently the cops decided not to play for some reason. Okay, so, what do we got? I want to make sure we got... we're not missing. Colors of the double threshold. Janice. Well, I remember the horned axe. Ooh, I remember the scent of the hawthorn. I remember the purple evening sky shot with the red gold. The horned axe is the only god of stone that of the older generation that came forward. I recalled her edges dripped where she's been at work. In other words, where she's been killing people. Because remember, edge is the one of violence. Because violence determines limits. In other words, if you cut something away, it is limited. Alright, so... Again, the pale canvas is at 3. There's liminal, the double threshold. We will, of course, begin when you have the back again. You can go over there. Alright, so in the meantime... sigh. 6-pointer. Oh, wait. While we're waiting. Cool. Just get some stuff. Yeah, I could have patiently waited for that thing to degenerate for the right point, but you know me. I like to have backup plans, just in case. Why is that there? Just in case. And again. Boom. Recycling that damn vitality. Right then. Right. Okay. So, right. Okay, so these 11 seconds longer and we'll be good. Okay. Start, and we're putting in the splendid memory. Auroral roses vie with electric blue. There is neither night nor morning, but only the hours of noon anticipated and lingering noon. Ooh, Eden-like. But you can't have actually a eternal day, or you'll just turn everything to desert. It's probably just a frozen moment. Let's see what it's like after the first cycle once we get the pale canvas in place. Boom. All right, so the canvas is in place and gives us the larger picture. Literally. We each of us open our hearts to the golden needle of the sky. Glory, and the colors are magnified beneath the sun and splendor. Oh, right. And the thing is that the fall in this world isn't the one in Genesis. The fall is when the Forge of Days devoured the sun and splendor, killing it, separating it into 4 different aspects, each of which have their issues. Most of those are aspects of death, and also bringing in the worm invasion, which threatens to destroy all of reality, because that's just how apocalypses work. So this is of the before that day. This is the Eden of this world. This is when love was undimmed. I suppose I should go find a body. Yep, there it is. And there we have 4. Okay, we're waiting again, and we don't... we do have a memory going, so I can just spend this off. Boom. There you go. Right. Corpse field. We have to get her something nice. And boom. Building that mystique again. I get used to worry about that. Pause. Should worry about that. Yeah, and let's see. That one's up and going. Give me a body, old man. I'm gonna wreck him. And we start the next one. Okay, then. What memory have we salvaged from the timeline? Forgotten color. A faded pale white gold seems in certain patches of the sky when the mist is clearing, but the sun might be mistaken for the new moon. We'll see what this one looks like. And boom. Okay, we're clear for a bit. Not that I'm terribly concerned about the whole thing. But, again... Considering eating him as like the last part of this game. A faded, okay. We hold our breaths and watch it brighten until each color divides from the next like the newly minted alphabet, the egg unhatching. Okay, the world egg. Basically the world in potential when it's just basically a huge amount of source now breaking up into separate colors and becoming a new world. All these memories, by the way, are of course of initiation, again, because we must bring forward something already covered in Secret World, which is interesting. The history, the memories, the narrative, the colors of the past to be the palette for the new universe. Which is essentially what the gods of death are doing here, because the world, this timeline, is dead. There is no possibility of bringing it back. We have to reboot, using a nuclear weapon of all things. Something unexpected. Ooh, that means I'm going to get a good random hit. Gives you minor, it might at best give you a minor artifact. Miss Diana's expression is difficult to read today. I have become conscious of her eyes, her mouth, and the lines of her face as separate objects conjunct only by chance, like contents of someone's pockets. Basically, you're detecting that that particular face is nothing more than one the spirit is putting on for your benefit. It's literally a being of energy. In any case, let's see what she thinks about our gift. Alright. She thinks... Says nothing. I walk in there, I snatch up my pen, pocket, and I write frenziedly if given directions by someone whispering in my ears. Our connection. Follow directions, I find something precious. A 4-point ingredient and pigment. You know, if I was still doing paintings like basic paintings like that, I'd be great about it, but nah, we're cool. Alright, so boom. 5 down. Waiting for the next one. In the meantime, of course, we'll be sucking these up. Now, let's keep our day job. Our day jobs are unsavory to begin with, but we still, you know, Technically, I don't think we even have to work. I think I've got enough funds here if I just wanted to go straight through. But I've got to wait for these passion cards to regen anyways. Alright, it's cool. Now, theoretically, I could probably do it with less passion, but really, if you're going to be making the finest work and probably final work of your life, you probably want to put your best into it. I mean, let's just be realistic. Okay, so cool. Another gift for honey. Boom. We're gonna have to, do some basic exercise to get a vitality. Ah, well. Almighty the low have fallen. What? Somehow it still works, the statement, with us. Alright, cool. Something menacing. Ooh, dread trap? No dread trap. Alright, so we'll do the something menacing one for you, and... eyes are watchful. Ooh, spooky. Anyways. So, boom. Okay, so 4 to go at this point. We've got the vitality we need for the next part. Might as well take a nap. Whoop, whoop. No, we don't need a nap. We've got plenty of health for that. Okay, back to painting. This is I'm just trying to imagine like Bob Ross doing this. Okay, we're going to put a little damnation, self-damnation of the divine in the corner over here. And this is going to be the beast devouring itself. And over here we're going to have the great egg, cosmic egg splitting wide open and providing all of us with life. I'm going to use a little burnt umber for that. Pleasure like the sea is ancient. Pleasure like the sea precedes human soul. And like the sea, pleasure is different in every age. Let's see what this one looks like. Forgotten color of the night, the mantis haze swirls a coral palace crown, which now yields and then to the moon. Okay, moon, aspect of death, of course. Boom, what do we got? This thing says nothing. Her eyelets pulls the shadows between that. Another one's 6-pointer. And she didn't seem to like that one. Oh well. Okay, this will have to, of course, be used with this, and... we will do some exercise for this. And Frank's going to have to summon her again. I might sometimes think that Miss Nain is the one we summon. Give her physical form. Alright, there's the canvas. And this is the extended description, color's title. At its foredge, it absorbs the lesser's names, coating them with its minerals and juices, and at its rear edge, it expels them, polished like jewels, but not all of them. The others go to feed the Thungi. Oh, the aspect of death. What is consumed, as we remember from our Grail lore from earlier, is reborn sometimes. And sometimes, the weakest among them will be feed the others and become part of them in the ever-loving cycle of life and death. And this isn't even the cosmic horror. The cops decided not to play. Probably wise of them. Should I toss in a body? Am I hungry at all? No, not really. Trying to probably empty out at least one graveyard at this point. Paint faster, paint faster! Right then, good. Point, we just need to keep on the narrow and we're fine. Okay then. Okay. The sea has devoured its child and given birth to some of them. There's 6 down. Whew, boy. Okay, we need to... yeah, we didn't need to summon anyone, so we're just waiting again, and I don't think we have any memories to sell, so... which reminds me of a... Stevie Nicks line. Have you any memories to sell? I've been selling a lot of them. Most of them aren't even mine. Okay. Waiting for the clock to run out in this one. Yes, so, right. Anyways, I wonder about this. The authorities have noticed peculiar behavior. Well, you know, some of us probably too lazy to freaking clean up after himself and leaves the graves open, so what do you expect from the guy? Well, you get what you pay for. He was free. Aha, the golden memory. Each of its facets shows a single point of light. It might be the glint of firelight. Ooh, this is when I ate the demigod of the Forge, which, considering the Forge ate the sun, I ain't feeling guilty about in any way, shape, or form. Boom. Okay, so what's the extended? Each of its facets shows a single point. It might be the glint of firelight. It might be each of a different star. So yes, the fire is both, of course, the candlelight, the hearth, and of course the raging ball of fusion energy that gives all life and meaning to this planet. People wondered why it make laugh or like people worshipped like sun and other aspects of nature. Well, you ain't alive. You're alive because they exist. No other reason. Otherwise, it'd just be rather cold and empty. All right, so that one's down. Boom. Again with the weight, but we think we have at least one memory to tide ourselves over. 2 to go. All right. No hunger card? You know, have I been giving her what she needs? Maybe I should. Alright, so cool. We'll take that one. 23 seconds. Hey, we've actually got time to do that one real quick. And maybe summon another cop for lunch. There was a dominance display between Ms. Lee and I believe Ms. Adams, our avatar here, won handily. There we go. Okay, so back again. Boom, and honeyed. We will watch the woods of news. Ah, that's the one of our own body, if you recall. Our wings unfurled and shining, our scales limit Ascidian. Ooh, they weren't just... That's the thing about this. You don't realize it when you read the books, but the moth person that's in the Imago and Loss, that cross-species romance between Along and the moth people were not just cute humans with wings. Apparently they were dragonkin, which is awesome. Honestly, I would have become more like them rather than ask them to become more like a human being. They're just too awesome. Alright, so rare description. Our eyes is faster like jewels, our claws impeachably dark. So insect-eyed dragons, which is even cooler. Alright, so what do we got here? You know what? Let's do it for her. Why? Oh, I'm not hungry. I can't use it to find a graveyard. Oof. Sorry, sweetie. I have to wait for the things to open up again. Salba gets to take the day off. Okay. The dragon moth people, I'm liking it. Dragonfly people, maybe? Ooh. And maybe dragonflies are a little more on the nose than most people know. Alright, one left. And no memories to sell. Gods, look at all this crap here in our shelves we're going to be using. Ah, there we go. As I was saying. We'll always have one last run for the road because I think we are definitely, once we get the Palest painting done, we are definitely on our final run into the Oblivion. Hang on a second. UI's acting up. I can't even see if there's anybody in chat. So if you're there, hi. If you're not, oh well. Speaking into the void again. Okay, so last time. Now this one's going to be from the guy we just drank. Kind of unconsciously going in reverse, in order of the ones we've been consuming. Where did you get out of line? Last one. Endless memory. It might be ugly, but it's beautiful, like the withdrawing of blood from the labyrinth of glass. That one's getting me. Could be labyrinth of glass could be considered, since I'm from biology, how capillaries look under the skin, which is fascinating. But once you drain the blood out of them, they just become these empty tubes everywhere. It does not cease in its infinite. The wheel. Okay, so it's basically the corpse of the wheel. The wheel is not a wheel, by the way. The wheel is a heart. And yet it's the moth aspect. Don't ask me. Chaos and life were apparently not very separated in the previous age of stone. Are you still here? Good gods. Honestly, I might let this one live. It's too much effort to kill him. And we're not actually going to... spoke too soon. Apparently I'm hungry, dude. Alright, so the question is, I've only got 2 Mystique. That's all this guy's going to be pulling, because we're not doing anything at this point. Front's going to be in at least a bit notorious. So, yeah, he can live. I'm being magnanimous today. Which is, of course... Oh, God, now I've got notoriety. The painting is not a door. These hours are gone. Even their echoes are empty. These are all about the dead hours, the pieces that we've taken to create new ones in the future for the grand pilgrimage, which is a thing we'll cover in lore and legends probably towards the end of the series, which is, of course, what's going to happen at the end of the world, which is where we're at right now. Double ending there, double meaning there. But I have commemorated them, the one from which nothing more can be taken, who cannot be deceived, who calls each of the dead by name. That one might be satisfied with this work. The Palest painting. 6 were lost, 30 remain. The canvas is not white. Looking closely, you can see the hinted shapes of the hours long lost, walking the winding path of the door into nowhere. The void. Look too closely, you find yourself lost to weeping. In other words, the dead gods. Remember, the sea one said that some gods die for the other ones to do so, but their memories remain, their mantles remain, and when the next cycle comes around, they'll be reborn. This continuous dying and being reborn principle. Oh my God, 2 notoriety. I have to kill the cop now. This is just depressing. I'm sorry, sir. Well, I'm not that sorry, but we're doing this. Come on, Frank. One more time. In the meantime, where's the painting? Aspect, the Elgast's price. The Elgast is the hour from which nothing more can be taken, the hour who calls each of the dead by name. Once in a long while, for a great price, he will call one of the dead out of nowhere, that may they continue lonely and unscathed until the date of their final winter. Basically, what that means, by the way. Not. Huh. Can't study it, can't... I guess we have to work with it. Oh well, it means we're going to have to, unfortunately, delay things a bit. So, we've done our masterpiece, which is literally going to be the last thing we do with our lives. Because one does not serve the Lord of the Dead in a living flesh. When they have much... Oh, gods. Now you're just delaying things even more. Ugh. May have to skip forward, which I do apologize if you're listening to the recording about having this game slowing me down a bit here. Okay, so... Okay, so, first things first. Pause, thank you. Boom. 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 What exactly am I going to be doing with... Oh, God. Brain, where are you? Remember how to do this. Okay, so... Give me a second. I have to look this back up again. Oh! Silly me. Now I completely forgot. There's a step I have to do before that point, because of course I forgot to consult my boss here, or my wife, or how you want to put it. We're showing one painting to another. Sorry, I had to look that one up again, but sometimes I forget the little steps. I might feel foolish bringing a painting to show to a painting. Oh, I just said that. Well, when I turn the street into the gallery, it is snowing, and only in that street. Passerbys huddle. Oh, wow. Hurry, exclaim in wonder. I hug the painting close to me, though it was safely wrapped in brown paper, and mount the stairs to Miss Naina's chamber. Okay, sweetie, I hope you like it. I made it just for you and the dark god that you serve. One should enjoy one's passions. Miss Naina is gone. A dark rectangle marks the empty place where she once hung. I stare at the concentration. She is not here. There's nothing more to be done. Nothing now, but I must unwrap the palest painting in the silence of my home. I see that it has changed. A faint shape stands in the doorway to nowhere, looking over its shoulder, waiting for me to follow. The shape is something Miss Naina. She has gone before us. And we now have unlocked the aspect, a way back through dreams. Some memories are sketch maps of dreams, even past the bounds of dream to the wood and the house rest behind it. We're going to pass through dream, back into the void, and into the halls of the dark god. Okay, really, we're going to be getting evidence against us, really? This late in the game? Oh god, I am not losing this game in the last 10 seconds. Right then. Okay, moth person that I got particularly for this. I'm going to have some evidence for you to ditch in a little bit. I'm probably going to be dead long before that point, however. Alright, enter the painted door. Remember the painted river in the Mantis? Well, it means that essentially we create the portals that you need, and we have created the portal that we need. So it is about to come to an end. The House of the Sun has many secret doors. They are all, of course, locked, but tonight Miss Nina will open this one for me. Beyond the door, the Elgast waits with the winter in his hand. There we go. We have given ourselves over. Pacted with the god of death. The painting's hunger. The Elgast does not offer immortality, but existence beyond death. The palest painting will draw me from what is left of life, if only if I permit it. Because yes, it is time to feed ourselves to the dark god. Beyond the door, a winding stair lit by black nephrite lamps, and far below, the place called Nowhere, where the dead drift down, where nothing is forgotten. Down I go. We are departing. Oh, gods, I gotta deal with you. Alright, fine. You know what? I can deal with you in this. Sunset Rite. Dread. Enid. Lore. Miss Diana, could you get one of your sisses to help me out here? I don't feel like it's going to be some time before we can get the painting done. I mean, we've got so many cards here because of my habit of doing so. It is theoretically possible this dude could finish me off. Alright, so first things first. Find our moth people. Where are you? Oh gods, don't tell me I'm having trouble here. Sylvia. Sylvia, I need you to take care of... Where is it? The evidence, please. Alright. 90% chance of success because I'm using an exalted in the moth cult, which is why one of the primary reasons I use the moth cult. And... reason. You always do health last, by the way. You don't want to actually forget and die of sickness in the middle of all this. It's ridiculous. The hell? Apparently no. My credit's no good with you guys anymore. Sorry. I've been talking a bit. Okay. So. Alright. Oh, there goes my reason. I have no reason. Well, going mad is kind of traditional when it comes to the Lovecraftian protagonist. Alright, so, boom, evidence gone. Thank you, Sylvia. Always have a backup plan at all times. Why? Why? Just wanted you to summon an Eth goddess. Is that too much to ask? Apparently. Alright, in the meantime, if I'm quick... Wait, I want a dread. I can just cycle the dread out again. Jeesh, what am I thinking? Passion, you go. Oosh, gonna be a long episode. Sorry about that, guys. Like I said, it's delaying me a bit more than I was hoping to do so. Okay, so... oh, gods. What's the hunger card? The hunger card better not be close to finishing me off. 2, it'll be 3. Yeah, I'm gonna need a body. On the plus side, at least it's gonna let me find a graveyard this time. Okay, so... Get the dread back. Come on, get the dread back. Perfect. Alright, so, again, I will use the force of my cosmic dread to summon an eldritch abomination. Go. Alright, another passion as we continue in this process of degeneration. Alright. Since there's really no other way of doing this, let's just do the usual. See, both the notoriety cards are... Wait. Reasons next. Get in line. One at a time. I already miss her. Miss Dana, I mean. But we'll be together forever in the underworld, so... hey! When you take those vows, you take those vows. Alright, Saba. I hope I take out your back before I go. Alright then. Finally. Lady, where have you been? I've been needing you for like weeks now. Don't tell me there's a convention. God. You're a death goddess. You'd think you'd have this... You'd think you'd have, Oh, that's true, I get it. And boom. Okay, just in case. Alright, there we go. Body hunger. Don't. And we're not going to have anybody give it to. I guess we'll have to sell it to some mortal. Sucks. I kind of hoped you liked the layer stuff. What do you get the girl who literally consumes everything? All things this devours, birds, trees, beasts, flowers, gnaws iron, bites steel, grinds hard mountain down to meal, slays kings, ruins towns, beats last light down. The answer, of course, is time or death. If you want a riddle. For the road. Okay, so boom, right here. Final performance. Remembering the dead, something joyful. Tell me they're dead. Oh, thank gods. Good. I could use the roughage. And boom. Oops, almost lost that one. Reason card going in. Means I can no longer do summoning safely. Shouldn't really have to. Worst possible scenario is I lose like cultist or something if a summoning goes wrong, but I don't think I really need to worry about that. Okay, there you go. More stuff. Something shameful. Blackmail it is. Health. Oh boy. Keep it together. Hopefully we don't have a sickness thing coming. Good. Oh great, another cop? Sigh. You know, actually I can pull that old trick, which is interesting. Let's try painting with just notoriety, since I don't have any passion left. And cat, you can have a portrait. Alright, cool. See if that works. Boom, and it does. Excellent. 2 down to go. No, screw it. Let's make it good. Health down. Alright. Competent. That'll all I get. Competence. Ish. I would hope they do better. And the last health it is. This should be it. Death is down. Down I go. And boom, nowhere. I've seen the lost colors, and the price of it is that I am dead and nowhere. If perhaps the elder guest remembers me, perhaps he will call me back to his mansis, to walk the world into my anointed end. We are gone. Nothing must be forgotten is the achievement, by the way. We have we devoured those memories, and now we present it to him. The Lord of Memory likes tea. Of course, the British are writing this. Until winter. The Elagast is not the kindliest of hours, but he is never cruel, and he remembers all of his promises, which, you know, some entities can't say that. He has raised me by his hand and set me shivering into the world, and now I cannot end before my time. I will move among the long of noon and beyond, and I will watch the strivings of the Grail Long, and the Lantern Long, and the fierce Long of Fire, and I will keep the bounds that are still kept, and all the while I carry the colors of lost hours in me like coals of a rosy fire. Congratulations on the Palest victory. You have wrestled the Nebu's knees. There are other paths. Boom! Alright, so I hope you did enjoy this, by the way. And if you're out there, by the way, say hi. Hi. Sorry, bumped the thing there. But yes, this is probably going to be the longest episode I've done, and it's only because the game threw me a couple of curveballs, and I screwed up the beginning the expedition in the beginning. But yes, the Elagast is the collector. Have you noticed the list in his hand, by the way, of all the names of the dead, all the past, but he's not as automatically happens. He has to send minions out into the world to gather the memories that are lost, as we have done 9 memories of the great powers that were once lived, but must live again in this new world. And again, like we said it before, we'll get into lore and legends about why the world needs to die in atomic fire and be reborn, and how we got there, and how it's going to be fixed with the Great Pilgrimage. But until then, this is Fantastic World saying farewell from Lovecraft Country. If you're out there on Twitch, by the way, we're only 2 followers away from the Twitch follower, not subscriber, follower unlock, which would be the half and half marathon, which I do 2 2-hour blocks, which will be voted on by the followers, which there be of a number of games I have. Let them vote on everything from I think Stardew Valley to we could do a quick game of this, or I could throw out some more Darkest Dungeon, or we get completely nuts and let me go back to my XCOM addiction. But of course, if you're on YouTube, we have just reached 76, I think, followers at the time of this recording, which means we've unlocked the next 2 episodes for the Secret World run, and when we're approaching, of course, 800, which will be the next Lore and Legends episode, since the last, the Mansis, probably, would it be probably going to be the gods on that one. Gods of stone and possibly the gods of flesh. And then after that, we'll be dealing with probably some of the mortal individuals. Because this is going to take a bit. I started spooling how much lore goes into this game. And I'm like, oh my god, how many episodes is this going to take? But I will do my damnedest to try to lay it all out in mythological order. It's from the beginning until the end. The end, of course, is what's happening in this game as the broken world desires to destroy itself and be reborn. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Oh, I just died in your arms tonight. It must have been something you said. I just died.